Some lifts of the Daddy. What's up, chat? We back, man. We back, chat. We back. We back. Waiting for Manny's fat ass to get done eating.
I do have these bodies.
He's got a fat ass. I'm not gonna cap. That shit got the jiggle. No.
They call me Jello
No,
Gelato
no,
Man,
no, no. No.
Hey,
Goodbye.
bye.
Pito, Pito, Pito. No, I'm gonna get copyrighted for just that because we're too good.
No.
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if woodchuck could chuck wood? Oh, this nigga brought the fucking toy. Did you hear that squeaking, chat? Oh my god.
Just you busting
I really wish it was, because it would stop after a while. Yo, you gotta do that while I'm streaming, Hammy? This dude, man. Look at this dude, man. Look at this dude, man. Where the fuck are we at, man? Where the fuck is the chat? Find conversation.
What the fuck is the winning?
What the fuck?
Oh,
Oh, what am I looking for? Manny.
guess what I saw at YouTube
Who?
by Abby?
I'm streaming, wait.
What?
I'm streaming.
She's our friend, dude.
Which Abby?
Applebee's Abby.
Oh. I thought you meant
Nah.
redacted.
Nah. I think it was her. I don't know.
Are you done eating it? The stream wants to see you. Rhino! Stop! Bro is tweaked out his mind. So what if I... Yeah.
Yo.
Hola, pa.
Hola, pa.
Hold on, I'm gonna try to do something real quick. Hold on.
How'd you know my name was something?
That boy is stupid. Activate that. Where's my audio input? Let me make sure there's some filters on here. Yes. You can see me, Dad? Oh, but I can't see you. It's alright. Can you hear me? I can see you, but not on stream. Yeah. Because if I go to mainstream, you can see, like... You can see in my screen, huh?
Yeah.
But if I go to this, you can just see me, huh? But you see now the chat can only see me. Okay, we're doing this. And then watch. Peep. She ghetto as fuck. Look, I'm just gonna drag my face on. No! I fucked up.
I'm fucking tired, way.
Why the fuck can I not move it?
Come on.
fucking shit up here, Manny. What the fuck? What happened? There she is.
Nice.
Ah,
Oh, no.
we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Hi, Dad.
It's good.
How you doing today?
Kicking it, chilling. You?
I'm lovely. I'm lovely. I'm lovely. I'm lovely.
You're lovely.
I'm lovely. Are you getting to your fucking homework, my boy?
You're
What homework are you working on right now? As we speak.
philosophy.
Philosopher?
You're
Officer? Ossifer?
philosopher. That's for the drunk. I'm not God, Ossifer.
I swear to drunk, I'm not God officer.
It's so fucking stupid.
I swear to high, I'm not God officer.
Swear to hi, I'm not God, Ossifer.
So what do you be learning about in philosophy, man? You tell me right now.
Honestly, bro.
Not shit.
Nah, like I've already missed 3 classes for that class.
Yeah.
Well, 3 days for that class.
Yeah.
Last class, I ended up falling asleep like 3 times in that fucking class.
God damn, man. Why are you falling asleep in my
But
class? Why are you falling asleep in my class?
he honestly doesn't care, dude.
Oh, he doesn't give a fuck.
Nah, he's
I mean,
pretty
as a
chill.
college teacher, I expect nobody to give a fuck, to be honest with you.
Yeah, basically, bro.
Shit, y'all are paying me. Y'all are paying me to be here.
I was just like, he's pretty fucking chill, honestly. I'm not gonna cap. He's chill as fuck, but he doesn't really care.
It's good though, bro. I fucking honestly, I don't know what it was, but I got the shittiest teachers, bro.
That ass?
Literally. I mean, not this year, obviously, but my first year in college.
I got pretty chill ass teachers,
I've
especially
gotten
bro.
the shittiest fucking teachers, Dad.
We got fucking chill ass teachers.
Can you
Fucking
just see
weird.
me on the screen right now? Or is it both of
Yeah.
us?
Well, I see both of us.
Oh, okay. Right. Chris just got a shower. Okay, Dad.
Supiera cuánto lloré.
I just looked at that man's story.
Dude, that freaking
Rhino,
song, I
can
don't
you
know
chill out?
what it does to me, bro. It transforms me. It fucking transforms me, bro.
It transforms you?
It does, bro.
What does it
Fucking
do, Dad? What does it do, Dad?
many things, many things. Unspeakable things, bro.
Ooh. All right, so
Ooh.
tell me what this philosophy lesson is about, bro. I'm intrigued.
Honestly, philosophy that I've learned has to do with basically there's not really a correct term to it, but with philosophy that I've learned, there's different ones, but the modern one has to do with like the ideologies that people have. It has to do with like what they consider right or wrong, what they like, what their beliefs stand by, and why they stand by those beliefs. So philosophy could be why somebody believes in God, why someone believes in Buddha, why someone believes that crime is a thing, why there's wars, why there's peace, like basically the reasons to that.
I feel you.
And
So just like the study of beliefs, like why people
yeah,
believe in things.
basically like why people believe and like backgrounds, so when those like beliefs started and what might have influenced them, what people might have had against them, what people have for them, like basically that.
Okay. So like kind of
Yeah.
like I mean, because wasn't like Catholic a very hated thing at first? Or
Oh
Christianity or
yeah,
some shit, right?
I,
Christianity?
I think it was. Calvinism, which is like Catholic
Mm-hmm.
now. It had like a lot of hate back then because before Christianity, which is referred as Protestantism,
Mm-hmm.
was like the norm. It was what everybody was studying. It was what everybody believed that it was.
I see. I see. I see. I see. I
Yeah,
see.
but
That's crazy, bro.
honestly,
Honestly, that's probably something I'd be interested in because, like, I like getting into people's minds and shit.
for real?
No cap, bro. Like, I be watching a lot of Joe Rogan podcasts,
Yeah.
and just the way these fucking scientists be like describing the shit they've seen or the shit they've discovered and all this shit. Like, let me have a sit down
And
conversation with you for a good hour, 2 hours.
yeah,
Let me
and
get to know
today
your mind.
we were learning about a super fucking interesting topic today. So we all know like people have their theories on how like the world came to be. You
Mm,
have the Big Bang Theory, you have Adam and Eve, all that shit, right?
right.
So there was one. He was basically telling us about. It's called. Uh, what was it called?
Arrow, what?
It's called. Let me look for this shit. Um,
That's a great topic. How do you believe, Manny? What do you believe this shit? How this shit happened?
I don't know, dude. Like, it's weird because, like, I don't want to get like too personal with this, but I always question religion, bro.
I'm
Like,
not.
I've always questioned religion, not just like Christianity. I mean, like all religions, like with what they say,
I'm not gonna
because
lie. Me too, bro.
yeah, I always question religions, especially because I've grown up Christian, but I question religion like how do people know that there's like a heaven or a hell? How do people know about like this shit? What if it's all just fictitious, all this? But then like
Right.
there's things where like I can't understand like ghosts, bro.
Like they
Or
just make sense.
like yeah, and you just they make sense, but you don't know what
R- how it
well
makes
like what
sense.
yeah.
You're right.
And that's why I'm like always back and forth and I don't know. I always had a an issue with like understanding religion
I feel you.
because some of the things that they said just to me personally didn't seem morally right.
Right.
Like basically like the way like old school religious people try to shove it down your throat. I never saw it like morally right where they
Right.
would
Like
say,
you need to be on
"Oh,
church in church on a Sunday.
yeah, if you don't do this, then you're for sure gonna go to hell. They're
Right.
not gonna forgive you for all this." But then you have other people that say like, "Well, God forgives all
Right.
and
God's
all
a
this."
forgiver.
Yeah, and I don't know, dude. Like it's it's weird. It's just it's always question. I think I question a lot of stuff, but we learned about panspermia. Panspermia.
The fuck
Have you
is
ever heard of
that?
that?
No, I have not.
So the professor like asked us who's heard of it, and he said almost like nobody knew, and he was saying that is like fucking sad news, like the fact that in high school they didn't teach you about this shit.
What the fuck is that?
Um, so panspermia, it kind of has, it's like a, it's not, a, it's a theory, but there's been like multiple evidences that help prove it, but it's still considered a theory. So they say that the way panspermia works is there's the theory and then there's the scientific evidence that forms like the better theory.
Right.
So the original theory has to do with the fact that there's been advanced civilizations like all across the galaxies, all across the universe, right?
Uh huh.
And that when Earth came to be, it kind of was like Earth began by it. Earth is known as like the garbage of like those advanced civilizations. So they were basically talking about how there's advanced civilizations that have like been conquered and everything,
Right.
and Earth is kind of like the garbage that kind of formed from those civilizations once they like failed or basically anything they just formed based off of those advanced civilizations.
Oh
Um,
shit.
yeah, but the reason they say that panspermia like looks real is because they say that what happened was bacteria from like those advanced civilizations traveled across space and landed on planets, which we ended up with Earth. And
Bacteria.
there's been
You said bacteria?
bacteria,
Right. Living
and they
cell organisms.
hmm and they said that with bacteria, um, that they've already found evidence that they can literally live up to 8 years in space. So that's what's proving that, like, that's what's helping prove panspermia. And it was basically talking about how it the traveling of like microbes starting in like a planet and then it later started evolving
Right.
because it's always like an evolutionary factor.
Right.
Because they said that Earth is 4.5 billion years old and that the universe is approximately 13.8 billion years old.
Uh.
So the way they see it is, how is it that Earth has been here way less than the universe? Like there has to be a reason why all this came. So they were saying that it was due to panspermia from from older advanced civilizations. So what they were saying is that it starts off with like the microbes which land on the planet,
Right. The
and
bacteria.
from the yeah, and they start evolving.
Right.
And they were saying like before Earth was inhabitable to everyone, like when this first started, like
Right.
absolutely inhabitable. Nobody could live
I
here.
could
Like it was
imagine.
so bad. But with evolution and everything, it started evolving into more things. And
Oh
they were
yeah,
saying
and the
that
expansion
that's
of our universe and everything.
yeah, and that's when like the dinosaurs came in, and then the
Right.
human evolution. And they say that that's how technically panspermia works, and they believe that it's happened to like other places too that we just haven't been able to explore.
Wow.
And
Damn.
they were also talking about how during during like the panspermia process, that since the things travel since the microbes travel in light years, it's different from our years. So
Right.
8 years to us can be like a lot faster in light years throughout space.
100%. 8 years to us could be like an hour, like kind of like an interstellar type shit, where an
Yeah,
hour
that's
on a
why.
planet is 60 years here or some type shit like that.
So that's why they're saying that with panspermia, that it is like the reason why it can be seen that it's been possible. Um,
Holy
it is
fuck.
basic, and it's basically due to that, like to metaphysics, which is like the study of like space, the universe, all
Right.
that, like the deeper meaning to all this stuff.
Mm.
That's like the reason why it kind of does prove panspermia. It's still a theory because, of course, hasn't been fully proven, but they said that's one of the reasons why it happened. And they think that they say that we there's been like so many evolutionary changes that happened throughout many years, such as like the extinction of the dinosaurs and all that.
Yeah.
They say that even before the extinction of the dinosaurs, there was like another wave of evolution that happened like that too,
You
because
think
of how Earth was inhabitable.
you think in our lifetime they'll find like the real reason around life?
Our lifetime, no, I don't think so. They even said it in the video that it's gonna take a lot more advanced technology than what we have now, where we're gonna have in like the next 50, 60 years to
100%.
even get close to understanding these phenomena, or to even explore other galaxies, other things like that.
Oh, 100%.
So I
I
don't know. I
think
think I don't think so.
I don't know, bro. It's hard to say cuz
It is.
I don't even think in our time like we're not going to have flying cars.
Oh no.
I want to say like towards the end of our lifespan, mine and yours
I
being at 20, 21 years old.
yeah.
At the end of our lifespan, saying around 80 to 90 years old, hopefully we live that long. There might be a prototype to one or
That's what I was
two.
gonna say. Yeah, I think it's gonna be like a prototype.
They might have a couple just like testing,
Yeah.
but I don't think we'll be able to get our hands on any.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. And it's crazy because if you think about it, not only like the creation of the world, like just the universe itself, it's freaking trippy.
It is.
Like the other day I was thinking about it, I was just like, so they said that NASA first like finally got like audio recording of what a black hole sounds like.
I heard that.
And in my
I'm a
head, I'm
big
just like,
NASA
dude,
fan,
like,
man. I love
yeah,
NASA, dog. I
I'm
love
like,
that.
dude, like, what's the reason behind black holes? Like, what happens when when you're in a black hole? Like, you just get sucked and everything just like burst,
But
or do
have
you
you
get
seen
sucked
that?
into like a specific area and you just get stuck
Right.
there?
But
Like,
they've seen. I gotta pull up the video or something to show you. But they show how a black hole works and how it like sucks the gravity and bends space.
really,
Yeah, it's so weird, bro. Like it's trippy as fuck, dog. But where do you go? Like where do you end up? Do you end up
that
thousand
that's what
millions
I
of
want
light
to know,
years
bro.
away?
Or do you just like does like everything burst? Is there
You
like
just
lack of
explode.
breathable oxygen? Like what happens, bro?
And you see that's the hard part for us humans is the oxygen.
Yeah, that's the thing.
If we can master how to get an infinite supply of oxygen throughout space, I think we'll have it like
I
on
think
lock.
it's just I think it's honestly all having to do with evolution again. Like for example, they already found water on Mars.
100%.
And
Well,
with the
Elon
idea
Musk
of
is already saying that he wants to try to colonize it and
yeah, and the way it would work is that like if you find water in a planet, it's habitable because from there you can if it's possible due to temperatures, even then like plants know how to adapt within time.
right.
With the ability to have water there, you're able to plant livestock, you're able to plant plants basically, which produce
100%.
oxygen, making it even better, even more maintained, like for like stable,
Right.
sustainable for people or for even organisms to live there.
So now, can you there's got to be some type of way to take the oxygen out of the water, right?
That I don't know. Like that's kind of tricky because it is in theory, yes, in theory, but it would have to do with the
That's a lot of
separation of
science behind that bullshit.
yeah, it's the separation of atoms, and we haven't even really known how to get to atoms specifically. But in theory, yes,
I
it is
think well,
possible.
isn't there like two it's two it's where they try to make a black hole by colliding the atoms?
That I don't know. I haven't heard about that, but in theory, yes,
Let
it
me
is
see.
possible. But it takes a lot of freaking science to be able to do that because it has to do with the separation of molecules, and
Yeah,
even
that for
then,
sure. I
like
probably so much
even
shit that goes
then
behind
you
it.
have to see how reactive it comes once you separate it's a whole process, bro. Yeah, it's just it's so weird. Like the universe is a weird freaking it's a trippy thing in my opinion.
Mm-mm-mm.
I've always I don't know, I feel like even life itself is so tricky to understand. Like, if you really question everything around you, like you start thinking a lot of shit too.
For real, bro.
Like for example, how did like one how does like for example, how does Isaac Newton think of like gravity? Like how does that come to question where you're all like there's something pulling down this earth rather than just leaving it alone, letting things be? And that's when you're all like, oh, well, it's gravity. Like gravity is what pulls this. Every place has different types of gravity. Like how do you figure that? Especially with like how no technology was there back then. Like that's what's trippy.
Oh god. Let me see. Can you see this?
Yeah, but it's like a small screen.
God damn it. Incredible technology. How Atom Smasher works. Atom Smasher particle accelerator collide particles with atoms or other subatomic particles at close to light speed, creating new particles and radiation that tell scientists about the building blocks of matter. Our goal is to always understand how the world is put together, said Roger Dixon, head of the accelerator division at Fermi National Accelerator Laboratory. In where? But Batavia, Illinois? When people talk about atom smashing, they're usually referring to giant particle accelerations in underground physics labs around the world, but in fact, some televisions are even particle accelerators. The tube gets its name from cathode ray tube vacuum tubes that shoot an electron beam at a fluorescent screen. The electrons collide with the phosphor molecules in the screen, producing a spot of light or pixel. What? So our TVs are doing this shit, bro? He's muted.
I didn't even know you muted myself. Yeah, it's pretty trippy, bro.
That's crazy, dog. I'm scared for my life.
I don't know. It's just weird to understand.
What are the odds aliens take over, dog?
That's one of the things, bro. Like, being honest, I I do believe that the idea that other civilizations have to exist amongst the universe. We can't be the only
Fuck yeah.
we can't be the only organisms here. I guarantee that.
You saw that
But
James Webb photo, bro? That shit is. If you hold up a grain of sand to the sky, bro, that's how much that shit covered. What? You think we're the only
and as a
ones?
no, definitely not. No, definitely
No.
not. But like the idea of aliens itself, I don't know about that, bro. Because they've been saying like almost all the times where they say like, oh, it's a UFO, all this. There's been a lot of times where those things have been debunked.
Yeah, that's facts.
And like everybody, and I got in the discussion where everybody's like, well, what about Area 51? What about this? I don't think they're hiding aliens. I think they're hiding like top secret shit for sure. Like
Yeah, I think
to the
they're
point where they can't
hiding stuff they don't want people to see, man.
and I think it has to do with like multiple stuff. Maybe like
I
science projects, science experiments that they're trying to keep
debunk.
private until it like comes through. Or even
Right.
like the hiding of like nuclear weapons. Like
That's
I feel like
that's
that's what it
that's what
might
I
be.
morely think about it is it's weapons.
Yeah, that's what I feel.
It's
But the
some
idea of like,
crazy weapons that they don't want nobody to know about, and
hmm
if anything pops off, we're just gonna shit on somebody.
yeah, because honestly, the U.S. has never been afraid to go to war, bro.
Nah, I'm saying
The
like
U.S. when they declare war on them, they never back down
fuck no, and that's
because
what
they know they
I
got
think. Like
something
Area
on them.
51 and that shit, they're gotta be holding some shit just in case North Korea presses that fucking button. Like if North Korea
Well,
presses that button, like they're gonna pull some shit out to go stop it or some shit. I don't know, bro.
they say in I don't know if it's in Greenland or Iceland. I think it's in Iceland that there's a theory, but it's already been like it's already said that it's true that there's underground tunnels in which the wealthy um will end up going to, and there's like a shelter that has like supplies for food and everything, where they can hold shelter just in case we do ever go into a nuclear war.
No, that's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know if it's in Greenland or in Iceland. Probably Iceland, but it's
Chris is about to
you
join.
know,
How the fuck do I get Chris in here, bro?
follow.
Nah, there she blows.
It's, but yeah, it's so freaking crazy.
Chris?
Was good.
Yo, yo, yo.
Chris, what do you think they're hiding in Area 51, dog?
ET for sure.
You think so?
You think ET?
There's gotta be at least one fucking alien there. There's no question about it.
I don't know.
Nah, bro. We were
I
just
feel it's
saying
like
like
nuclear
weapons.
weapons or like some overpowered shit, bro. That like when it goes hard, bro. Like it's gonna
I'm
leave it.
thinking I'm thinking it's some shit to stop that fucking nuclear bomb when North Korea presses a fucking button.
I mean, we have systems like that already in place.
That's what I'm saying, but I think it's some fucking big ass laser gun beam bullshit.
I,
Some shit
I think it's
straight out
like
of Call of Duty, bro, that just like
I think it's yeah.
gonna
Like
knock
some
out the whole fucking North Korea itself.
like double the power of a hydro bomb, bro. Like
Okay.
On God,
Because I mean,
yeah.
that shit's gonna detach from fucking South Korea, I guarantee.
like if they say that UFOs exist, I'm pretty sure they have something.
That's what I
I
think
was telling
too.
I
Like,
was telling him that like I've seen a lot of people say like, "Oh, these videos," but I've seen where they've been debunked, and it has me thinking like, is this stuff really true? I told them like we can't be the only organisms that are alive like in this universe. I know it, we're not, but
you see, there's
like
a
I don't know.
crazy story on Joe Rogan, bro. I forgot the. Here I go again about fucking. I'm writing Joe Rogan's cock, but fucking. So he had some scientist dude that worked at Area 51. He got long story short, he got arrested and kicked out because he was taking his friends up on the mountain to see these UFO test flights.
Okay.
And so what he says, there's a crazy like I don't know, the way he explains is like no way anybody else could like just think of this bullshit. Do I have my fucking camera hiding the wrong one this whole time? My dumbass. There we go. But so he was like just saying that they had UFOs in there. He didn't know exactly how many because he could only go to one specific hangar and work on one specific thing for so many hours. But he says that the shit um like he explains the height and size of it and everything. Y'all can look up the fucking video. But he explains this shit like nobody like you couldn't make this shit up. Like there's no way. Says that there's no like right angles, there's no buttons. Everything that's a button is like rounded or something. Like there's no physical buttons though. Like it's just crazy. And then the amount of radiation that these things were putting off while they were working on them and shit, like trying to back engineer it. It's ridiculous, bro. It's a great story, and it made me believe really that we're trying to figure out what these shits are.
I got you. And like the crazy thing I feel about it is like, yeah, we're the most advanced, species on our planet, but I just wonder how far other planets have gotten. Like, what if we're like so fucking far behind that it's not
Manny,
even funny?
tell him about the shit that you're just telling me, dog. That this shit
Um,
blew my mind just right now.
so in philosophy today we learned about panspermia. Do you know what panspermia is?
No, I don't. What's that?
So panspermia kind of has to do with it's a theory, but there's been evidence to help slowly keep proving this theory, and it has to do with the fact that there's advanced civilizations ahead of us in other
Mhm.
universes, in other galaxies and everything,
Mhm.
and that we're kind of like the garbage of those ancient civilizations. So we either are a failed like civilization, from like an advanced civilization, or we're just like the garbage that kind of got passed on from like failed areas from that civilization. So the way that they said about panspermia is the reason that it kind of like helps prove why the Earth came to be. Everybody has the Big Bang, Adam and Eve, all that. But they said with panspermia, the way it worked is that we basically ascended from bacteria,
Right. Okay.
and through evolution, like everything happened. But the way they were saying is that they have proven that bacteria can be can be sustained and still living up to 8 years in space. So they've proved
Oh
that
shit.
bacteria can live in space for up to 8 years. So what they were saying is that the theory was that there was advanced civilizations before us, and since we're kind of like the garbage, bacteria from like those civilizations ended up in on Earth. So before Earth was known to be completely inhabitable, nothing could live here. It was kind of like living on freaking Mercury, where heat was terrible and whatnot. But with the bacteria and through evolution, that's when everything started changing. So then
That's
it
fucking
became more
crazy.
habitable. The bacteria started evolving. Then it became to
Mhm.
organisms, plants, and all this. And then that's when like the dinosaurs came to be, and that's when the whole theory of evolution comes. So what they were saying is that with panspermia, the way it would work is that um it's kind of they haven't really proved it, but it kind of say how light years and Earth years are completely different. That the
Mhm.
traveling of bacteria kind of correlates to that timeline. So what we could see as 8 years in of bacteria living in space, it can be like thousands of light years that it's been traveling through space. But since it's like a completely time period, it's a completely different way to portray time. We can't really tell how long it's been.
Okay, so let me ask you this. So are they saying that it was more so accidental or was it purposeful?
It was accidental. So
That's
since they say
crazy.
that we're kind of like the garbage of advanced civilizations,
I see
what
what you're
ended
saying.
up
What okay, okay.
yeah,
I
what
got you.
ended up being on Earth was kind of like the garbage from them, which was the bacteria and everything, all that, and that's how it started evolving. And they're saying that there's been count. So the reason they say this is because it's approximated that Earth is about 4.5 billion years old, and that
Mhm.
the whole universe is 13.8 billion years old. So they say is how is it possible that Earth comes to be and it's way way younger than the universe? Like there has to be an explanation to it. So they say that it's based on advanced civilizations in which they failed, or like their bacteria ended up traveling to us, and with the process of evolution, that's how everything came to be.
Sheesh. Damn, it's crazy. We'll never get to know though, like in our lifetime.
Yeah,
That's what I
It's
was saying, bro.
and
I want to
that's what we
find
were
out,
asking.
bro.
I was like, I asked Manny, I was like, you think we'll ever know like the real reason to life in our lifetime?
Fuck no, bro.
No.
Like, have you seen those videos where it has different stages of civilization? Like once you get up to this many years, you'll figure out how to sustain it through different means of like fuels and stuff like that, where it's strictly energy and shit like that. Well, there's one
No.
that breaks it down, and like we're like in phase 2 out of like 10 or 12. And they're on YouTube. They're really fucking interesting, bro.
Oh
But it's just like
shit.
we're never gonna get there, bro. It's
Yeah,
wild.
it's freaking
We're in
wild.
phase 2
Yeah,
out
like
of
out of like
probably like
10,
each
12,
phase is
15.
probably like 100 years.
Yeah, I forgot the exact number, but there's a video about it, and it's mad interesting.
I have to go look
And
at it.
the idea of panspermia freaking makes sense due to the fact how scientists
Seems
have
like
found bacteria that is like as old as the dinosaur times.
uh,
Like they found bacteria that is part of that like colonization of the dinosaurs. So the fact that it's been able to stay stored up with the evolution that Earth has gone through, I don't know.
mhm.
It kind of makes sense to me, but it's still a theory. But they said there's like countless evidence that's still helping to prove that theory.
So this is one of them. Uh, I, this says from level 1 to level 7, and we're at level 0.72.
Damn.
God damn. We're
Here,
fucked.
I'll send it to the group. Yeah, but like stuff like that, it's crazy.
We're fucked.
And we're already fucking dying as it is.
It's it's trippy, dude. The
And that,
like the idea of everything.
The Earth's
uh,
already about to fucking blow up.
exactly. I forgot to tell you, I almost died today. Crazy.
Bro, I
Why?
have a story. I almost died yesterday, bro. You go first.
Mine's not that interesting, but so you
Mine
know how I'm
either, but
getting the
you said what?
so you know how I'm getting those fucking allergy shots.
Yeah.
I got one today, and everything was normal.
The
And
what
then
shots? The steroid
the what?
shots? What?
No, 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 no. No, I
The what
wish I
shots?
can. I can't. I would. I would hop on. I would hop on tests so fucking quick, bro. But anyway, um,
Me too.
so I was getting the allergy shots, and then I
Oh,
go
okay.
home, and then I start getting like a rash, like all over my fucking body, and I have to itch really bad. And I go to tell my mom, and I'm like, I'm not okay. And then she was like, Oh my god, like you're having a reaction. And I was like, probably. Like I feel it in my throat. I'm kind of like
Throat's all
feeling like a
closing up
tingles in
and
my
shit.
throat, and I'm like, so what do I do? Like, should I go get my EpiPen or what? And she was like, she's like, I need to take you to the ER. I was like, all right. So then
Bro,
she's
so
like,
what do
wait,
I
let me call
do?
the allergy. Let me call the
Let me
allergy
guess. They
place.
gave you Benadryl.
So nah, I took Benadryl, but it wasn't doing anything.
Damn.
Um, so then we pull up to the allergy place. I walk in, and then she was like, "How are you feeling?" And I'm like, "I'm good. I'm just itchy as hell." Like I was trying to stay calm for my mom's sake because my mom was freaking out. So they get up in there, they do my vitals and whatnot. And they're like, "Okay, we're gonna give you a shot of Epi." I was like, "Okay." So they give me the shot, and they give me like prednisone and shit to counteract it or whatever. And you know how people talk about EpiPens are like it's an out of body experience type shit. Like it's like it's almost like a shot
Yeah.
of adrenaline and shit. So they give it to me, and I'm
That ass?
like,
What the
that's
fuck was
it.
this?
Yeah, like that's it. Like, oh man, like I was like,
Bro thought it was gonna
I
be
was
a
like, what the
fat
fuck
shot of
is
like heroin or some shit.
this? Exactly. But then no, I got everything under control. But bro, like in the moment, I wouldn't wish that on anybody. Like just you want to scratch everything, and like
Yeah, damn.
it was like a bad rash, and like they were like, how do I explain it? Like, have you ever cut your skin and it's like that spongy? It looks spongy. Like, let's say you got into a car accident when you were like 8 or something, and you got scratched by glass, and it healed weird. Like it's like
Yeah.
spongy-ish. That's how my
Oh,
skin was. Bro.
like the scar tissue-ish kind of bullshit.
Hmm. Yeah, 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 exactly. That's how it was all over my body and just red as fuck. So yeah, that
Oh
was
my
it. But
god. Glad you're
yeah,
alive, my boy. Goddamn.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. But yeah, not that interesting. But
Jesus
anyway,
Christ.
it's a thing.
You have a high tolerance to medication?
I would say, I mean, as far as
Because
allergy
the
stuff, I'm immune. I'm immune to almost all allergy medication because
Well,
like I took it for so long and it doesn't do anything for me anymore. That's why I did the shots.
a better
yeah, because
question. What the fuck are you allergic to? It seems like you're allergic to a lot, dog.
Bro, if you were to see my fucking allergy test, I'm allergic to every type of fucking tree. It's crazy.
really,
Um, yeah, like so they did a chart. So they do the test where they like poke your back,
yeah,
right? And my whole back was on fire. So like, and they rated it on a scale from 1 to I think 20, and most of my chart was like 16, 17,
damn.
18. Yeah, so that was pretty bad. But I mean, I'm on my last phase of shots, so after that I won't be allergic to that stuff anymore. But the thing about allergy shots is you can get allergic to new stuff.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, it can't be that bad considering I was allergic to trees.
Bro, I'm only allergic to one tree.
Which is,
And it only like used to give me like breathing problems, but not no more.
do you know which
That's
one it
good.
is?
I don't, bro, but we used to have them. There's a shit ton of them at Golden Key. Whatever those trees are at Golden Key, they used to
Yeah.
Mhm.
fuck me.
Oh,
No, I'm allergic to penicillin.
I'm not
damn! My sister is too.
I'm not
That's
allergic to
crazy.
shit though, bro. Like literally that'll like put me out in like hives or shit. Like not that
No, but
I
see, like
found.
that's the thing. It wouldn't give me like a rash or anything. My allergies, I would just be sneezing and just feel fucking miserable. That was it.
Or you know how people who like fucking their throat closes and shit? That shit's scary, dog.
Yeah, that was the first time I experienced it, and I was like, oh shit, like this is kind of,
What the
you know,
fuck?
yeah, like it just feels tight, and I'm like, well, I can still breathe, but it's probably gonna get worse, so I do need to get, you know, get it fixed.
I
But
I remember I was hanging out with a friend, right? They were telling me they're like, oh, like she pulled out something from her purse and it was an EpiPen. I was like, can I see it real quick? Dude, I was I was so glad she didn't get an allergic reaction, bro. Her EpiPen was like super expired, bro. Super expired. And I'm like, dude, you need to replace this now. It's like, why? I was like, it expires. Like, these expire. I was like, yes, it's epinephrine. I was like, you need
It's
to replace
medication.
it. I'm like, you need to replace it, dude. It was so freaking old, bro. And
I
she's
would
like,
have
what
known
happens if
that.
you like? What happens if you like use it when it's expired? I was like, either you'll have a negative reaction or no reaction. So either
It's not
it
gonna do
won't do
anything.
anything, or either you'll have like a negative reaction to it, depending on how old it is. And she was like, really? And I was like, yeah.
So you
I
can
was like,
fuck
replace it.
yourself taking old medicine?
Yeah.
Depending on
It's,
what kind it is.
it's like the same thing with pills too. But see, I only got the EpiPens because I started doing the shots. Like before, I didn't have one. I didn't have any of
Yeah.
them. It was just in case that would happen. But I didn't even end up using my EpiPen. They just drew it up from a vial. So
But I'm surprised you didn't get any like an adrenaline boost because epinephrine, which I know you know, epinephrine freaking boosts your heart rate by your shit.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. And like my heart rate only elevated a little bit. It was like, well, I don't want to say a little bit. I mean, what is it? What's normal? 100 to 120, right? Systolic. It was like
For your blood pressure, your pulse, your
blood pressure.
your blood.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my systolic it was like 138. It wasn't
No,
even
no,
that
you were
high.
straight.
And but I mean, I got the shakes like a little bit. Like I was like, oof. But after that,
Yeah.
I was just chilling. But yeah.
Dude, like
So
when
anyway,
oh,
Ian, you almost died?
there's no.
Oh, bro, I almost fucking died, boys. All right, so I was I left some shit at work, dumbass me. So on my day off, I go pick up my shit. I'm driving back. I'm on the 54, coming down 54, right, like merging onto the freeway. I'm right
Yeah.
behind the semi. Boom, semi gets over to the left, like middle lane. I'm still on the right because I'm trying to go east, right on the freeway. And so like I look over at the semi, whatever. I'm kind of like on his back tire. I just hear boom. The fucker's tire blew up right next to me, bro. Like I just see all this tire shit like hit my car. I brake hard as fuck and bro just swerved into my lane. And then all the way to the left side of the freeway, bro. Like I was like, "Oh shit." Bro, my blood pressure was fucking out the roof, dog. I was like, fuck.
That's
Like
crazy.
I was all checking myself, like making sure I was cool. I was like,
That
nothing
boy did
broke
the
the window. Okay, you know, you know when like a party gets shot up and you're like,
am I hit? Am I hit?
am
Am
I
I hit?
cool? Hey, bro, I'm cool. My back, bro.
I'm bleeding.
That's
Oh wait,
exact.
that's just cool.
You spill a little jungle juice on you earlier on a white tee. I'm bleeding. Oh no, wait, nah, I'm chilling. Wait,
I'm sure.
oh no, I'm good. I'm good.
I'm tweaking.
Nah, yeah, bro. But when bro swerved right on, like right, oh my god, bro, I broke so hard. And bro could have like missed me by like a foot, bro. It was a cool foot. I was
I know
like,
you could feel your entire brake pad on that foot.
oh my god, bro.
Like
My
scraping.
brakes were fucked before. They are gone now. They have to be gone. Like,
Yeah, you took off 30 years on those, bro.
oh
Easy.
my god, it was a cool 2 year expire rate on that one. Fuck, man.
What you doing, Manny? You doing homework or something or what?
Yeah,
That boy trying to do homework.
I'm trying, but I don't want to do it. I'm trying to think.
How how many years do you have left?
Like in for
5.
my
I have
for my
5.
bachelor's or for like total
For your bachelor's.
like 1.5, maybe 2.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. One is there. Yes, sir.
You're
I still have 6 years to go, boys.
That's okay. You want to get back to it? You can get back to it.
I gotta go
You
back
don't
to
want
high
to?
school, boys.
Stop it. I thought you were talking like masters and stuff too.
With the shitty ass diploma. Thomas Jefferson High School. They spell my
Dude,
name wrong?
honestly, that graduation was such bullshit, bro.
Oh
I
God, it
felt bad for
was.
y'all, bro.
Bro, it was freaking burning, bro. I was on fire, dude.
Bro, the wind was fucking annoying.
Dude, we were wearing our gowns, our caps in at 9 in the morning. Freaking sun, like
Sun was
right above us.
absolutely beaming, not a cloud in the sky, bro. Wind
Wow.
was blowing the heat.
They could have at least given y'all like a canopy or something while you're sitting down.
Nar, it's a fucking pandemic, nar.
And then at our freaking rival school,
Oh God.
nice.
At Manny's homeschool?
Oh,
Technically, if we're talking about the school I went for middle school as my homeschool, yes. If we're talking about my actual homeschool, no. I would have been burgers.
Really?
shout out
Oh
Guillaume.
yeah. Cause you, yeah.
I would have been that burger.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bro, that's so weird though. Like, cause I remember for football, our junior year, all the way up to our junior year, we had to play varsity games at Bowie.
You guys didn't have a field?
Oh,
Shit.
for real. My freshman year.
It
My
was mad weird.
freshman year, we had to play at Bowie.
I keep on
I mean,
forgetting Chris is like 2 years older than us.
No, but I mean, they even had to do that before Franklin had their field. They had to play at Coronado.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Just like Chapin's been playing at Irvin.
That what?
Chapin's been playing at Irvin
Oh, for real?
This year or
Are we
what?
doing it?
since last year, I think.
I don't know.
Why is that? Are we doing it?
They don't have a stadium, Doug. It's just those bleachers.
I thought it was, but they played in it when they played against us.
Yeah, but
The varsity.
not no more since last year.
Because
they've been pulling in
it's
numbers,
16
low-key.
now.
Yeah.
Mm,
And they're pulling in numbers.
It's a big school.
Their fucking parents take up that entire little bleacher set.
Yeah.
Well,
Honestly, I rocked with high school.
The what?
I rocked with high school, honestly. I don't think I think I had a pretty dope experience in high school.
I liked high school. I just
Hated school.
it was cool being there, but
Yeah.
sports wise, I wish I went somewhere else now. People wise, it was cool.
It was still.
Hell yeah.
Shit, I hated that fucking school.
Still?
Antisocial ass.
Just
Dude,
just LVN, bro. Hated that.
Dude, I am so glad I didn't do LVN, bro.
I feel like everybody hated Silva.
I was the next alternate, dude. Like if somebody dropped, I was right there, bro. And at first, I felt like crap when I didn't make it in, and I was like, dude, I'm freaking glad I did it.
Hey, bro, it's okay. So I made it in as an alternate, but I wasn't even supposed to be an alternate because I didn't have my shots up to date. Like the teacher straight up told me, she was like, "You weren't supposed to make it." I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm fucking here." So-
Yeah. But we up.
With me,
But we rich
someone
now.
told me she was like, honestly, like, can I be honest with you? I was like, yeah. She's like, I think you had the best essay out of everybody that applied.
You tell me, yeah.
And she told me, she was like, the only thing is that you don't have your shot record. You turn in your shot records later than everyone since it's first come first serve. You're an alternate. I was like, okay, cool. And that's when she was like, yeah,
I'm
and
sorry.
She told me, she was like, yeah, but your essay was incredible. She was like, and then that I remember when
So
I
what'd you have
didn't
to
make it
do for the
LVN,
LVN program?
like, she called me. She was like, I'm so sorry you didn't make it. Like, here's your shot record. I'm just like, and after that was over, I was like, okay, cool, whatever.
So what do you got to do to make it into the LVN program? You got to write an essay.
You gotta like,
Yeah, it's an essay.
Your
and
shot
then
records?
you submit your what's it called? Your transcripts. I
Your
forgot what else.
transcripts. You're like fucking senior in high school.
and the thing that sucks is even if even if you didn't make it or you made it as an alternate, you still had to go to like the CPR
Mm,
and to the first aid courses. And if you still needed classes, you still had to go to summer school, regardless if you did make it or not, just in case you did end up making it as an alternate or something. And you had to
yeah.
do that the whole summer. That's what
I'm not
sucked.
gonna lie though. I didn't mind the CPR and the first aid classes. That shit was like we had cool ass teachers. They were from Irvin.
Yeah.
It was chill, bro. Like they let us.
Where,
It was open note the whole fucking way.
where'd you
You could
take
leave
it?
to do a lunch. The EPCC, right there on what is it, El Paso?
Yeah.
The Violin is the other one.
Yeah.
I forgot what campus it is, but yeah.
See, I took mine there too, but our teachers, the only one I hated was the first aid course one because it was like 8 freaking hours there.
Yeah,
That's what I hated, dude. It was eight
8
hours there.
hours.
I didn't want to be there, bro. I was tired.
What the
bro, you
fuck?
would have hated the next year because when you had to take pharmacy and dosing and all that,
Really.
bro, the textbook was like this.
Bro, you see my sister did all that shit, bro, and she loved it.
Hey, hey, it's if it's for you, it's for you. Like nothing's gonna
I don't
stop you,
know
bro.
how. Shorty was up fucking all night at the dinner table, just fucking. I'd wake up for my midnight snack, 2 in the morning. I can go get me some milk and cookies. And she's there fucking crying her eyes out.
And the thing
Bro,
is, it's so many meds to memorize, and like so
exactly.
it has like specific functions. Like even at work when they tell us like, what are the three medications you use? And there's like a lot of us they're like, I don't know. And then it's all like, it's Atarax, it's chlorhydrate,
So
and
he
then
gives them Adderall.
Demerol. And then afterwards they're all like, well, what do they do? Oh my
No,
god!
yeah, I
Like,
remember the whole little thing: beta 1, beta 2, and adrenergic. Like, shut
So
up.
he's giving the
I'm
patients
like,
Adderall.
I hate it because I'm like, so the Atarax is an antihistamine, and they're like, what's an antihistamine? What is it? And I'm like, the Demerol is this. It helps with pain. And I was like, the chlorhydrate is like the main sedative. You tired? Ready to go to sleep?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Go to bed, okay?
Yeah.
Good night, Dad.
Night.
Good night. I love you.
I love you too.
See you in the morning.
What a dad.
Nah.
What a dad, huh? What a dad, chat. What an amazing father we have on our
Can you
hands
read
here.
the bedtime story? I'm kind of not tired.
Once upon a time,
Roll it, run it.
there was this giant named Chris.
You want
Hey,
a
it's my
bedtime
name.
story? You want a bedtime story?
Yeah.
Ian, bring me the belt. That'll put you to sleep right away, bro.
I'll put your ass to sleep.
Pleasure doing business, boys.
I'm grown.
I'm grown. I'm the daddy.
What do you say? I'm grown.
I'm grown.
Swole ass kid.
So that's Lou. Oh man. All right, boys, but I think that's been all right for the day, man.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah, Chris, you trying to run COD? Manny, you trying to run COD? I know you got homework to do, Dad.
Let me finish this real quick. Honestly, I can type really quick, so give
Hell
me
yeah,
like 15 minutes.
for
Just have
sure,
like 600 words.
for sure.
Bet.
For
All
sure,
right,
for
boys.
sure.
Appreciate it. Appreciate y'all joining the fucking stream today, boys. It's
For
Yes, sir.
love.
Yes, sir. Be easy, check. Go subscribe and shit. Go do that.
Go with that
But tell
fucking
a friend
follow
to tell
button.
a friend to tell a friend to tell the fucking friend, bro.
Oh,
Stand on
yeah, hell yeah, bro. I love it.
Dropping soon. Get at the link.
Shit. All types of shit dropping soon. You feel me? We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.